the framework for local content pre-COVID-19, what was maybe missing from that framework, and looking at a post-COVID-19 narrative, what do we see as the opportunities for change?
I think what it was missing, let me say first that most countries, they have a good laws. And when you read the local content law, for example, for Equatorial Guinea, I don't think there's anything missing on the book. But what is missing is the implementation, is the enforcement, and then also the understanding of the interpretation of the law. Because sometimes companies, when they come to Africa and do business, and they start telling them they have to obey the local content, that some of them, they act like it's something new. But local content has been around for a long time. I'm a business person. I would be more than happy if they don't enforce it, so I can continue making my business as usual, go on business as usual without worrying about empowering a new person or someone where it's going to take me a long time to train. So post-COVID-19, we have to continue educate the local businesses, because the local businesses, sometimes we think like, I'm a local business, so this company X is coming from the US or from Asia, they have to hire me because I'm a local company. That's not productive either for the local company, for the country, or for the potential investor. So there has to be some good communication, and then also enforcing the implementation.
But one of the limitations that we encounter in this enforcement processes is that most of the businesses, they would say, I'd love to have local content in my project, but it will take more time, it will cost more, it will, it just bring this kind of heaviness, to the project. And that's, for me, at least that's the part that I can comment, one of the biggest challenges, because, having a local content should actually become like a competitive edge for the companies, That's one of the main reasons why I founded Energy Generation, because when I started working on access to energy and rural electrification, everything that we were working with had to be imported, somehow.
I think, first of all, COVID really highlighted some of the, some of the dependencies on the international community. But does it also bring opportunities to really make now the time for local content?
Yeah, I think it has. But one perfect example happened here in Equatorial Guinea. Just a local company just built a storage tank. Where nobody would have thought about hiring a local company to do it. They would have hired an international company to come and build a storage tank where it can store a fuel or water. So the COVID, post-COVID also is going to show that we have to think big, and then we start thinking, okay, we cannot wait for that engineer to come from India or to come from Pakistan or to come from the US. Now we have to look locally. If we have any engineer, we can fill that gap. And post-COVID, that's what it's kind of, we start building our own human resource. We start looking and digging if we can buy vegetable locally, if we can buy meat locally, if we can buy pencil locally.
It comes to, because you said earlier that this kind of COVID situation highlighted the dependency to like the outside. It's the same thing that is happening everywhere, not only in Africa, even in France. people are discussing about like the relocalization of manufacturing like health products, essential health products, or other type of manufacturing, because everyone realized how much like this globalization, as you said, was fragile somehow, but also that maybe it went too far. Maybe at some point it's just healthy and important for a nation, or we could say until some extent a continent, to have this kind of sovereignty, around some very key topics, So